little 60 piece. That's only the neck though.
Last night a bitch nigga shot a real nigga, but we don't make no diss records, we just deal with it. Plus I be going through a lot, I never talk about it, and they using niggas songs in court, so I can't talk about it. Rap niggas think I'm dumb, like I don't see the play. I let them think they got the ups, then get them out the way. On FaceTime, my brother telling me he shot my mama, telling me to chill, but I know he seen that nigga face. But that's enough about that part. Talking about respect, well it's a must about that part. Playing with my money, well then it's up about that part. Cause when it's time to play ball, don't give a fuck about that part. They know I'm that nigga when they see me. Her man crush been a hater and her little brother won't beat me. Her friend been on my dick since I was passing out CDs. Her baby daddy a mark and her boyfriend probably a weenie. 3,300 on my book bag. Let some niggas in the past, but I don't look back. Shit kinda different, I ain't the man that I was. I seen death in too many forms and I ain't never really shook that. Don't let him rock you to sleep, true colors better believe him. I know that God got me, but I be riding with my reaper. Praying with my kids and even then I got my heater. And I be stepping so hard, it's hoes in $1,000 sneakers. Take your bitch when I meet her and you ain't seen her in about 3 days. Knew I was a threat, I passed that stick like a relay. Spin it back to back, it's like a motherfucking replay. Turn your son into a bitch when I shoot, I think I'm D-Wade. Told him I'm a savage, if I want it, I'ma have it. Playing with my lettuce, cook your head like a cabbage. Tell them that I'm rich and I'm solid, that's the advantage. Bitch, bad kids, fresh little nigga, you can't stand it. Tell them big checks, yardsticks, not a ruler. All I smoke is ops and I don't never smoke a hookah. Looking for a blessing that's worth it, Jesus and Judas. Tell them niggas game 6, my whole team full of shooters. I slide on a nigga like a motherfucking flip-flop. Pressure on your homie and I promise he a flip-flop. Talking that wooty-woo, something. I know the police listen, so I ain't really saying nothing. I know these niggas envy, they can't manage how they feel. Jealousy's for bitches, you niggas pussy for real. A nigga get the drop and he happen to shoot. First we heal up and get back, we ain't going on the shirt, I swear to God, nigga.
That wooty-woo, something. I know the police listening, so I ain't saying nothing. Talking that wooty-woo, something. Nigga, cock back and aim and leave you bleeding where you running, swear to God, nigga.
What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? We're Trapper tapping in TNN Trap News Network. Good news you can use. Get knowledge you ain't finna get nobody's college big dog. Tapping in with that tap in, man. Late night. Somebody just sent me this because they said, hey, bro, you need to go ahead and check this out. So, Wooty Band 1-2 step, more drama at the jumper. But like, comment, subscribe, like, comment, subscribe, like, comment, subscribe. For more, just get notification bells. Hit all say tapped in for the latest and the greatest. More, just get news you can use. More, just get knowledge you can't get nobody's college here at TNN Trap News Network. Good news you can use. We get knowledge you ain't finna get. It's like, da-na-na, da-na-na, TNN Trap News Network. It's catchy, bro. You might not like it, but it's stuck in your head. You know it. TNA, Trap News Network. It's good news you can use. Good knowledge you ain't finna get nobody's college big dog. Tap in with that tap in. If you ain't tapped in with that tap in, you feel me? Hit that notification bell. Hit all say tapped in for the latest and the greatest. What we got going on here at TNA Trap News Network. Make sure you tap in with that tap in. No, we finna jump into this content. No further ado, the don'ts. You want to be a Trap News Network correspondent? Hit me up on Instagram. We get you all the information. But for right now, we finna slide into this information, man. TNA news you use. Knowledge you ain't finna get nobody's college. Lush and Big Rick got a probably on them. Let's get into this content. Let's go.
Had a pretty eventful morning.
Dude, I can't. All right.
You and Big Rick just got into it.
I would never talk about this, but since fools already decided to leak,
and I probably shouldn't have said Big Rick's name, so I apologize. But yeah.
Well, there's people have already posted.
Oh yeah. Yes. Oh yeah. They already posted it, so I can say his name. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So
you know what I mean? Like it's not like people know who he is.
Yeah. So
like,
you and Big Rick got into it.
We had an argument.
Walk us through the entire thing. What happened?
So this morning. So basically, I don't want to like.
So now you don't want to do it?
Talk about it.
Yeah. It's the full story. So why are you and Big Rick beefing?
We're not beefing. Me and Big Rick are not beefing, but a lot of the people that were all at the pop-up studio together.
Okay.
There's been a lot of fallouts and dissension. And I've actually been the person that has stayed cool with everybody despite that. And I've tried to keep a lot of this low and under wraps. But, you know, there's certain situations. For example, Rick and Kenny don't get along. You know what I'm saying? Like, so.
Just tell the full story. Like, what happened?
Well, I can't tell the full story because if I do, it could potentially like get certain people, like I can't say certain details, but what I can say is they had a disagreement and it culminated in this morning. Apparently Kenny decided to send a bunch of text messages to Rick.
This is not the version of the story that you were promising us before we came on air.
You want
Tell us the
all
version
the
that
dirt?
you was popping it about, man. What's the version?
You haven't even. I haven't never even said it. I still haven't said exactly.
But you were still popping it though, man. I tell the full story. So and now you're here trying to give us a condensed, boring version.
I don't want to give a boring
man?
version.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there's certain lines I can't cross, so I can't speak on. Plus, it'll literally take like over an hour to speak on all the details.
Give us a 10-minute synopsis of what took place.
The 10-minute synopsis is they've had a disagreement for a while.
Okay.
There's been fade friendship requests sent and all that. You feel me?
Now the video is currently on the internet. You are a legend, unless you're a liar, that somebody bitch got fucked.
No, oh my God.
Well, the video is already out. Like y'all already posted the video. So I mean, if you want it to be out,
what does the video say that's out? Like
Kenny is that, bruh. It just sounded so wild that I don't even know like if it's true or not. But why did you say it if you didn't want it to be out?
Well, to be honest, like that's like the heat of like a moment during a like argument.
Okay.
Like I wasn't expecting it to be filmed and broadcast.
Okay, so let me just give them the story. Just since you don't the story, okay?
No, tell your version of events.
Sure. Big Rick walked in.
Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to maintain interest, but this sounds like a whole bunch of Sweet Valley High, girlfriend, Dawson's Creek Babysitters Club. What, bro? Like, it's a whole lot to do about nothing. This is a whole lot to do about absolutely nothing. We don't know who any of these characters are. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to the characters involved, but we don't care about what y'all got going on, big dog. All this really could have stayed off the internet. Y'all could have handled y'all situation amongst grown men. Y'all could have took y'all little fades, had y'all little issues. If the girl got smacked by the homie, she's a bop anyway. You don't even need to be with the bop. Now you over here bashing over a bop. You a bop bashing bandit. This is stupid. This is a whole lot to do about nothing. We really shouldn't be having this conversation, but all right, let's see where this is finna go, because this is just flamorous. But all right, let's see where Lush and his friends take this.
We shook hands, and then you thought that you and Big Rick was cool, and you walked up to Big Rick, say, "Hey, what's up, Big Rick?" And then he sort of like kind of like,
this is all true,
right? Like kind of like you try to like dap him up, he smack your hand down, like, man, you know. And then he told you.
So this is so. Let's be clear.
Yeah.
Just in case, so there's no ambiguity here. Mm-hmm. This is in front of like hella people, right?
Yeah.
This is in front of the whole office.
Yeah.
Right?
And
just so we're on the same page here.
And he told you that you know what you did. You don't ever play with him like that. And he says afterwards we got to have a conversation.
That's it, dog. Right.
And then you left and came here. And then once you came here, I guess it started to play back in your head a little more.
That's it, dog.
And then you got high power.
What I said was...
What's that sound? What's that sound?
What I said was, at that point, I was like, you know what? Like this fool, he's banned. Because that's how I felt at that moment. Because I felt really disrespected. And then someone said, how's he banned? He's here right now. So I went to go talk to him.
And then when I walked in, I seen a lot of screaming. I seen you turning up. Now, I'll be real. Did the turn up happen because it was 5 employees there? Because when it was me, you, and Big Rick, you was kind of like confused. Like, yo,
it was never me, you, and Big Rick. There's everybody was there the whole time.
Yeah, but
it was never just the 3 of us there.
No, I'm talking about that's the
thing.
The immediate 1 feet away.
If he would have just here's the thing. He's mad at me for no reason. He thinks that I lied to him because
you're not telling us the story. That's why we gotta kind of weasel out the information from
no. I'm giving you all the. I was gonna give you all the.
Please don't drink liquor right now.
This isn't liquor.
This
is coffee.
Okay, sure.
It's coffee. No. So it has nothing to do with like all the other things from before have really no impact or consequence on.
Okay.
Long story short, Kenny and Rick don't get along. Mm-hmm. I've been in the middle of their beef. Mm-hmm. I've been in the middle of a lot of beefs between those people at that studio.
Yeah.
I'm way too grown. I don't do this thing where I pick friends.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you and Josh got into beef right now, I'm not gonna be like choosing a side. And the only thing that would make me potentially even feel inclined to choose a side is if one of y'all were to be like putting that on me, try to make me choose sides or whatever. You know what I mean? So
a professional 50 player.
No, I mean, like, it's not playing games. It's about being an adult. Like, because the reality is, I've seen too many instances, and I've been involved in too many instances where friends get into it, and then somebody chooses a side, and then they wind up squashing their beef, and then inevitably the other friend winds up tripping on them, like, oh, like, you see, like, you're not really the homie. Da-da-da-da.
So why did Big Rick feel like you lied to him?
So that I don't 100% have. So here's what I believe that he thinks.
Okay.
Because, so apparently they've been into it for a while. Kenny was trying to squash it. Rick was mad at him. Kenny was trying to squash it. You know what I mean? Like, Kenny's a civilian. He doesn't try to be a tough guy. Obviously, like, Rick is a known dude. He is a street dude. Kenny's not like that. You know what I mean? Kenny's never portrayed that image. He's a regular, just square, I say that respectfully, citizen. You know what I'm saying? Not a member, nothing like that. So he was kind of trying to make it right with Rick.
At this point, it started to look like the only point and purpose of No Jumper is to make fun of Lush. Because why are we talking about how your homie came in front of the whole office? He smacked your hand down because he didn't want to give you a handshake, or he didn't want to acknowledge you and all that kind of stuff. And then you talking about how basically he marked you out, and basically how you turned down another fade, and you have all this tough talk for everybody on the internet. But when it came time for you to actually like get cracking and deal with your homie who was disrespecting you in front of your coworkers at your workspace, you just kind of went out like a McMartin. I'm not sure why this is content. I'm not sure why this is a subject of conversation with some random person that we really know nothing about. But all we know is to embarrass Lush, it seems like No Jumper will really go full-blown all out. Because I'm not really sure why this is content. Like, what does this have to do with anything outside of making Lush look stupid? So I guess that's what we're here for. They just laugh at Lush. What do they call it, a lol cow? Have you ever heard of a lol cow? A lol cow? I never really heard of it either. I'm not sure if it's something that they made up. I guess like the whole point of the person is to just make fun of them. Like, they're the butt of every joke. They LOL at them, I guess. Like, I've never heard of that, but whatever. Let's jump into the rest of this content though and come figure out what is just going on with this pretty much embarrassing at this point, pathetic treatment of Lush. I'm not gonna say I feel bad for him because of F Lush, but I don't really see the point of this being content in the No Jumper podcast, if not for the only reason to embarrass and make Lush look and feel stupid.
Seems like anytime that they would kind of get cool, like, then one of them would say something to piss the other one off, and there wouldn't be any progress. Regardless, long story short, this morning, apparently, I woke up to a call from Rick at 7:20 in the morning, right? I wake up to a call from him, and he's basically saying, I just got 40 text messages from Kenny at 5 in the morning talking about how he wants to fight me. He's going to beat me up. He doesn't want to fight me, but if he has to, he will, and stop bullying him. Like, he sent like crazy texts to him, like at 5 in the morning, right? And he said, were you up like all night with Kenny drinking? I'm like, no, I'm literally in bed by myself. My bitch just got up and went to work. Like, Kenny's not here. Kenny, and I didn't even get a chance to talk to him about this because he literally talked to me for an hour straight. I got in about 7 words edgewise. I was just kind of letting the homie vent. And then I do think Kenny was wrong, by the way, for poking the bear. Like, if you are really trying to not squash if you're really trying to squash
How
a
did
beef.
y'all go from our conversation to y'all beefing? That's what we're trying to figure out. Like y'all beef.
So I'm still I think that he thinks that I lied to him and that Kenny was like with me last night and we were turning up and got drunk, and that's what led to him.
Why would he care if Kenny was with you last night?
It's a great question. That's a great question.
Wait, hold on, Lush. So that man woke up today, pulled up here, ready to really trip on you for whatever, has something probably on him, and you're telling me that it's because you and somebody he don't like was hanging out last night. Lush, for some reason, I don't believe this at all.
Okay. Watch this.
All right?
Watch this.
And Kenny, by the way, is a former employee. Rick was the owner of the studio.
Yo, hey. So you're on live right now, bro.
What the fuck? This is crazy, bro.
Yeah, you on live right now, brother. So Flacco doesn't believe my story.
Wait, pause real quick.
Talk to Flacco.
Okay,
you feel
here.
me?
Okay,
leave out the details of why y'all are beefing.
Right?
No, actually, you know what? Here, go ahead. That's between y'all.
But leave
No,
out the details. Oh,
no,
okay.
go ahead.
So first off, here. Yeah, here. Okay, Kenny, we got like 5 minutes to like do this because we got some other stuff to discuss. So let's just
No,
so,
this is going to be the most important thing we discuss.
No,
Honestly.
so let's run through like the story again.
No.
Kenny and Lush were employees at the pop-up studio that we know was founded by Kiki and Big Rick. Now, and Ralph. Now, while you, Lush, and Kiki was at the pop-up studio, things happened. The pop-up studio dismantled. You and Big Rick. Wait. No, sure. But yeah, no, sure, but it's the same building. So you came from Mad Deep, y'all was doing a podcast, blah, blah. You got into it with the owner of the studio. Y'all started beefing. Lush stayed cool with you and him. And this morning, he pulled up on Lush. Why did he pull up on Lush? Bro, we don't care.
Tell him what happened.
Care about the other shit. We want to know why he pulled up on Lush this morning.
Look, bro, here's the thing. This is just like a stupid issue that's been going on for like the last like year and a half. I think it's dumb personally. Like, he's like double my age, bro. And like, it's just really, to me, it's like kind of, it's just like, bro, I'm 24 and you're like almost like about to be 50, bro. Like, why do you not like me?
Why he pull up on Lush this morning, Kenny? We just want to know that information, bro.
Break it down.
Bro, because I just sent him messages about me saying like, bro, like, look, this is dumb, bro. Like, we're beefing it for like a year. Like, I'm like, I don't know, like, what you want to do about it, but like, I just sent him basically my grievances with him, and I just kind of spazzed out on him. And I don't blame him for like, getting mad at Lush, but you know what, bro? Like, I had some shit that I had to get off my chest, and that's
so why the but why am I involved? Why am I involved?
I'm not sure, bro. I'm not sure.
I just told him, like, boring. Okay. Yeah, you can.
All right, Kenny, we appreciate you, brother.
Well, am I the only one that finds it strange that Lush hangs out with like a bunch of kids all the time? Like, you're in the middle of a beef between a 25-year-old and a 50-year-old. Like, what the fuck? Do y'all work at a call center? Like, because where could you have beef with Mr. Earl unless all y'all work at the airport or a call center? Like, how does this even work, bro? So I'm not really 100% sure why Lush is deciding to spend his time like this, but you know what, Lush? If that's what makes you happy, bro, you do exactly what it is to make you happy. You live your cloudy dreams. You live your cloudy, scante dreams. I'm finna go to sleep and get some good rest. Guess I'll be back tomorrow with more news y'all can use, more knowledge. I ain't finna get nobody's college. This is a lot to do about nothing. And again, the whole purpose of this segment, seemingly on no jumper to me, is to embarrass and humiliate Lush. But y'all know the deal, though. It's Rich Trapper signing out, TNN Trap News Network. Red dot to the left. Y'all know the rest, and it's free. Avenue Angel till he's free. Y'all have a good night and be safe, man. We out.